Hey everyone, John Inner here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a potential setup on crude oil. So crude oil this morning has been getting kind of stuck in this wedge that we've been seeing for the past couple days here, and you can see coming from the bottom, we've just been getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Now, when we came up and we tested this BMT right here, we rejected off and have since moved down. Now we've come right back up again and giving it basically another test. Now, this test right here, we were looking at going short, and it did offer up a nice short trade earlier this morning. Now, since we've come down, we're having a little bit of trouble at this 94.71 and 94.48 buy zone underneath us, where we just can't seem to close underneath it. Now, we've come down and basically tested once more the bottom of this wedge, and we've started bouncing back higher again. So what I'm looking to do is hop on one of our entry charts and then look at taking this back long again. Usually when you see two consecutive tests like this really quick, as well as consolidating right around that BMT, chances are that we're going to bounce up above it and break out to the top side. So what I'm looking to do is look long while we're still cheap down here to take it back up higher to basically target really the next area up here up at 96.43. So let's hop over to the other workspace and check out some of our entry charts. And this is exactly what we really wanted to see. Is now we've got an ABC reversal coming up higher. We're getting price action basically starting to go the opposite direction now. We're getting mixed signals here. This is consolidation right here. And now that we've had a reversal in price action as well as getting a cross up, this is giving us a nice opportunity to look for a long trade here. So what I'm going to do is use this anchor down here, and I'm going to look to scale in. So we're looking at 94.74. 94.70, 71 a little better? No, 94.70. 94.68. And we'll go down to 94.63. I'm not looking at adding on this final part of the last chance zone right here, just because we're not coming off of the overall lows. If we were using this A point down here as the overall swing low, then I would be looking to add right there. But because we're not, we're using a little bit more of an aggressive swing low here, we're not going to be looking for that. So now that we've got our orders set out and placed, as long as we come down from here, we won't have to readjust them. If we do go higher, we'll basically just move this up and down until we start getting a pullback that we're looking for. Now we're also going to place the stop because we've only got a maximum potential of 4 this time. We can adjust that up to 4. Now the way that this trade is going to work out is I'm looking for a pullback into our trigger zone down here, and then we're looking for a bounce higher. Now I'm looking at the overall upside area here at 94.92, our extension target's at 94.90. So I'm going to look at taking it a little bit ahead of time, just on the fact that we might run up to this previous swing right here and get a little bit of an earlier bounce. So I'm probably going to take it off at around 86, 87, somewhere in there for my first target. I'm going to be looking at scaling out about 80% of my position. So if I get in at least more than 2, if I get 2 contracts in, I'll take the first one off here and then look to trail as we go higher. If we only get the 1, well, then I'll just take it off right there at the extension target. So we're starting to get a little bit of a push down, just waiting for a little bit of a fill here, and we can start taking this longer. So once we start getting our fills, we'll come back and then we'll look at how we're starting to develop. All right, guys, we're back. We got up to 3 of the contracts filled, so our average position is sitting right on 94.71, which is right about where I wanted to see it. Now we're looking at taking off 2 contracts right here at 94.87 and looking to trail the final one as we go up. Now, as soon as we break, in which we actually just did, I'm going to clear out this buy order right there. We're going to bump our stop up, and we need to adjust that for only 3 contracts. Now that we've broken this high, basically, I want to start reducing the risk. I'm no longer interested in the overall risk that I was taking before. Now that we've broken this high, we're already showing our continuation to the upside. Now we just need to see it keep moving. So basically, all we're doing now is waiting for this target to get filled right here, 94.87. That'll take 2 contracts off, and that's going to give us an overall, at least first position from our average entry to that target is going to be 16, so it'll be 32 ticks on 2 contracts, so not bad at all. Now, along with that, the really nice thing is if we're keeping our stop down here, we're going to bank 32 and only risk 5 more. So if we do end up failing from here and coming straight back down again, we're still going to make 32, and then we'll take a 5-tick stop. So definitely not bad at all. Even right now, our reduced risk where we are, we've reduced our risk by almost 70%. So now that we've got this final, this first target hit here, we've taken our 2 contracts off. Looks like both got filled at 87. So now we're just looking at trailing this higher up. So we'll come back once we finally get our stop in place, and once we get taken out, and we'll see what we can make out of this trade. Let me adjust the stop really quick. There we go. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back. We had a massive move higher once we got that first target filled. Really, really awesome trailing stop all the way up. So we got our final target taken off at 95.09 all the way up here. What we were doing is just looking at these lows as we were coming up, and because they were so aggressive, I decided to trail underneath those. When we finally had this last one right here, you can see we started to get a little bit more exhausted. These ones gave us the swing low, push really high, push really high. This one, not so much, couple ticks. So what we did is just ratcheted a little bit higher and got taken out at 95.09, and that gave us an overall final trail from our average position up to 95.09 of another 39 ticks. So a really, really, really awesome trade here. So that's going to be the trade for today. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. We'll be sure to get back to you as soon as we can. Have a good one. Bye.